what it do, what it is, what it was, how it be. They call me T, and I spell it with 2 E's. I'm quick to do my thing. Got me flexing for destiny. And you know I'm getting green. hey, hey, Taff. That's what some people call me. What's your name?
Max.
Not nothing before that?
Big Max.
I respect that. What it do, fool? What it is, kid? What you say?
I said with 2 X's.
What it do, fool? What it is, kid? What it was, cuz how BG was the sing kings and queens. It is T with 2 E's.
And Legendary Max.
And this is the Level Up EXP podcast where we talk everything high school football.
Yes, sir.
Tis week 3. Well, the past week that just passed, I'm sorry. Week 3. Couple games, couple exciting things. Before we start on high school, we want to get into some college stuff. Shout out Colorado. They did their thing, held it down. A dub against Colorado State. That I'm fine, Max, with chippiness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with going back and forth. I'm even okay with near fights. You know, the competitive juices are flowing and whatnot. But Colorado State, they were doing a lot of unnecessary, illegal, and just downright disgraceful football Saturday night. And late Saturday night, I almost wasn't going to watch the game. Let me start there. It started at 9.
Don't you hate like when you have to sneeze? Like you feel like you're about to sneeze and like it doesn't come out? That's why I've been going through like 3 minutes of battle inside.
Really?
Yes.
I'd be like that, man.
I hate that.
I mean,
but yeah, bro, that game was super late because I was out all day yesterday. And I knew about this game. I wanted to watch it. It got like late. It was like 8 or 9. I was like, dang, I missed the game. And I'm like, why is this game going on at 10 o'clock at night?
Like 1, 2 in the morning. The game's still going.
X.
Congratulations to Colorado. But yeah, thanks. Colorado State, I didn't.
Yeah, them boys are going at it like all
that's
week.
That's ridiculous, bro. You cannot hit people late.
No.
Like that stuff's childish. That's irresponsible. I didn't like it. Again, I'm cool with chippiness. Y'all could fight before and after the game. I don't care. But like these illegal hits and stuff, just to get somebody out the game, that stuff is lame.
Facts.
Another thing, I was having this conversation with Pops. Shout out Mr. J. What it do? I told him that I know I like NFL better than college. And a lot of people be surprised. And yes, college can be more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But the scores and the one-sided games is ridiculous.
Facts.
I bring that up because there's a school, it's pretty new here. North America, I don't know if it's America or American.
It's American. North American University.
Okay, North American University. It's mad local. It is in Houston.
Stafford.
You know what I'm saying? So great people, good program. Like I like the coaches. They're solid people. We've met them.
Mm-hmm.
They went up against Portland State. It's not funny. The score was 91-0.
And let's not forget, this is the team that got whooped by Oregon 81-0.
You put 10 more points. So imagine what Oregon
would do to
100 points. I do think a part of me thinks
that'd be a murder.
I don't know if this is like an unwritten rule. A part of me thinks like teams don't want to get to 100. Like something about to see 100 on the scoreboard, I think is distasteful. I could be wrong, but I just feel like why not get an extra 9 points? You could have easily done it, truthfully. And in Oregon, they could have for sure went up 20 more points. 19 exactly. But I do think I could be wrong, but I just feel like
because I don't think that's ever been like recorded history. Like
get 100.
3. Can I even fit on the scoreboard? Like,
and that's like I'm saying like something's like you just not supposed to get 100 on the board.
Mm-hmm.
But like, and I just kept going. Temple versus Norfolk. You ever heard of them?
No.
No, you haven't. No,
Is
you
Temple,
haven't.
Texas, or Temple just the?
Temple University.
Okay, where's that?
It's not in Texas. I don't know where it's at. I forgot, but it's not in Texas. Anyways, 41-9. That's not fun. Kentucky versus, I always get this wrong, Akron. Because I want to say Alcorn. I don't know why. Versus Akron, 35-3. And that's the standard for college all the time.
ACU, which used to be HBU, lost 66-7 against UT Martin. Yes, sir.
Like, that's not fun. And when you know like Alabama or LSU is playing a school you probably haven't heard of, it's not. I mean, Alabama's been tripping this year, so it might be a better game than it should be. But like in general, we don't even watch it. We don't even waste our time. We'll scroll because on our TV we can see the scores before you click it. I'm not gonna waste my time watching this, even if it could be a team I like. I just don't want to do it. Like, and what I was saying, like in the NFL. The score you saw with the Giants and the Cowboys, that 40-0, that isn't the standard. That was just a very bad game from the Giants. But I mean, I didn't have high expectations for them anyways. I don't care that they made the playoffs last year. But nonetheless, that's not the norm. Even the Texans, we got the score might not show it. We got dog walked today. It wasn't. And I had a headache, so like I wasn't having the best of time. But we saw a lot of people we knew. But anyways, even that score was 31-20, like 11 points. That's not terrible.
Not bad.
But college, it's weekly.
Same thing was high school.
Same thing.
We see some bad high schools.
There's been some bad ones. But we did see a good one. Thank God too.
Before we get into that, sorry, what was that team we played in high school? It was Deion Sanders' team. What was that team called?
I don't know. I was thinking about them. We actually brought that up. We had a conversation.
We dog walked.
They were and like, and I still to the day I wonder, was that Shador? Was that the quarterback?
I believe so. Because I think my mom brought it up to me like the other day. I'm like, was that Shador? I'm like,
I have no idea.
Cause how? Okay, math. How was he? Like 22,
He's
23?
around our age, yeah.
He's
younger than us, but
he could have been like a freshman then.
Probably. And I think I don't remember. I could be wrong, but I do think that was a game, I believe. Because I never respected like sophomore quarterbacks on the field with us. I'm like, bro, we should be hitting him in the mouth. We should make him feel like he doesn't belong in football. I want to say we were having that conversation.
Was he? He could have been a sophomore then.
Maybe, but dog walk. And actually, and let me ask you something. This is actually it was a question that I was thinking about because I get it. I'm not sure how I feel truly. So that game, Deion Sanders is larger than life. He's a Hall of Fame receiver. He's a Hall of Fame cornerback. Outside of football, people want pictures with him. They want to just tell him hi. Okay, so
Coach
even
Prime.
when you're coaching,
I said Coach Prime.
Even when you're coaching, you're still Deion Sanders. You're still Prime.
Mm-hmm.
So after that game, Mr. James was just like, what's up? And like, what's up, Deion? Like nothing crazy, not a picture. Just like, what's up? He just straight ignored him and kept walking. And in my mind, I told him, I was like, they got stumped.
I think we scored like 60.
It was bad. They got stumped. So it's like,
I don't think they scored a single touchdown.
do you? So as a larger than life person or a celebrity, do you still kind of take pictures or like acknowledge the children while being a coach and you just got whooped on? I think it's
like
hard.
I feel like in that moment, because like he said what's up to him like as the game ended, right?
Yes, the game was over.
So I think maybe because I feel like as a coach you have a lot of things in your mind you want to say to your players, especially after a 60, 70.
It was
again.
Did they score?
I don't think so.
They got whooped on.
Because like
sure.
I don't know. Because I remember like I feel like we were going to this was going to be a challenge, and then like we just started like scoring up like why am I still in this game?
Yeah. And then like at the time, my cousin Little Nicholas, he was like the ball boy. He was in middle school. Like he would love to meet Deion Sanders, and he tried to hey Mr. Sanders or whatever, and just walked right past him. So that's why I'm like, yeah, you're a coach, and yes, you lost, but you're also a celebrity. I don't say first, but you're a celebrity, and people,
What
they
like
weren't even trying to like, oh, y'all team suck. They just want to like, hey, you're a Hall of Famer. I just not even shake your hand. Hi, it's nice to see you.
because who did coach last season?
Jackson State.
Were they good?
What? They lost one game. They were in the championship.
Oh yeah, they were. I forgot.
That was a very good team.
So
Yeah.
so what happened? With this,
How do you get to that job?
yes.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Maybe it's easier just to recruit college athletes than high school ones. I don't
Which
know.
is true. But back to these high school football games. What the podcast about?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. What game did we see this week?
We saw Hightower versus Ridge Point.
Which
Very good game.
Last week,
Uh-huh.
myself and Trey said, even though Ridge Point had the worst record of the two,
Yes.
we said they were gonna win. Mm-hmm. They won. I just want to throw it out there. I'm on a roll.
But I want to say our record. When Trey said Ridge Point, he did not know their record. So when he said Ridge Point, and he's like, "Oh, I did not know they lost to Dixon." I'm sure he regretted saying that. And then I'm going on record because this is what I said on camera. Terrell was about iffy about his choice as well.
Which is fine. I wasn't the most confident, but at the same time, I did say Ridge Point was going to win.
And you did on camera, so
And
congrats.
I don't know if did I say it on camera?
You
I know
said
I said Ridge Point win, but I was saying, and I don't know if I said it, but Austin Carlisle balled out.
No, Austin, like
So
I do like Austin. I know he was good, but he played his butt off.
he did his thing.
He did his thing
He does.
Thursday night. Oh my
And
god!
he has, what am I trying to say? He has a little more swagger than I thought. When
Me too.
I don't know what the beef is with Well, I mean, I know Hightower beat him last year,
Mhm.
but they must have some animosity. When they took the victory formation, he was waving at him to bye. He was like, bye.
I saw that.
Waving at him. And then like the other player was doing it. Coach had to kind of hold him back. So
One thing I will say about that
Austin got
game
a little
though
swagger.
is I don't know what's going on, but there was like 4 or 5 players that cramped up during that game. Even Zon currently, like he did not play. He played first and second. And I don't think he played again until like the very end of the fourth quarter. So I think that was definitely one of the reasons why Hightower did lose. But
Sure.
that was crazy.
Yeah, that happens. That happened at my school, LSA.
Mm-hmm.
This week, only one person cramped, but that week one, bro, everybody cramped up. We had some players that didn't finish the game just because they just could not even lift their leg to stretch. It was getting ridiculous. So week 3, and it gets better the more you play, more football you play. But like week 3, still cramping, and I mean, that's credit to Ridge Point. That's probably the most Hightower has worked this year.
No facts.
It just wasn't. It just wasn't prepared. You know, had to run a little more.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Bro,
was good.
I wish I hope I can find this clip. But Austin did one kid so dirty. He had like a mean pump fake, and he got like the DN like jump, and then he like fell straight down. I was like, damn.
Yo, what other players stood out to you?
Jeremy Payne balled out. I will say he took a little minute to ball out because like he didn't do much to me personally, like in the first and like a bit in the second quarter. But like by the end of the second quarter, he scored 1 touchdown, then scored 2 touchdowns in the second half. It was definitely one of Hightower's lifelines. And same thing for number 4 on Ridge Point team, Dane Jones. He had 3 touchdowns. He was balling out the entire night. One of the main targets for Austin.
He's shifty. He's been one of the main targets this season.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's doing his thing. And he can make a play regardless, but definitely the attention is going to Ashton Bethel-Roman and Mason Dossett, which rightfully so.
I did not. Did he play Did he play both ways last season?
Mason?
Yeah.
No, he did not.
So I was just watching the game, and I'm like, and it was Ridge Point on defense. I saw number 3. I'm like, why is Mason on defense?
And shout out to Mason. That's one of them. I'm sure you may look at that position every now and again in practice, but in a straight break glass emergency, like actually getting in. Nobody wants him to be in, most likely on defense. But that last play, and it was unfortunate. It was a bad snap. It was a bad snap. And
I swear, every time I guess a game is like just the worst thing happens in the last second. I'm just like, come on, man.
It could be you. It really could. It could just be bad luck. So, they tried their best. JoJo Stewart, he's a phenomenal quarterback.
Oh, facts. Like for him to get that pass out and that last play was insane. I thought he was just gonna get hit.
But anyways, a heat-seeking missile just came out of nowhere. I didn't even see Mason coming into not into frame, but like I didn't see him coming 10 yards from the quarterback. Just shot out of a cannon, and we didn't realize it was Mason until like he got up, and I was like, "What the?" So big time players make big time plays and big time games. So shout out to Mason. That's that dog. Just doing anything you can to help your team win. Which is great because my team did not. LSA, we played Concordia. It was so close. So close. It was 20-16. At homecoming. It was our homecoming. That sucks. And I was thinking, I'm like, dang, we never lost. Like we didn't lose.
Never lost
homecoming. And you try to schedule it where you're supposed to win.
Yeah, we did not play competition during homecoming.
Sure. And shout out to Concordia Lutheran, which we used to stomp on. But whatever. Shout out to Concordia Lutheran. They just kept fighting. They just kept fighting and stayed in the game. We didn't score the second half. We had 16 going into the game. I mean, into the second half. I feel like and some players and maybe coaches who watch and listen to this, you probably know, you can tell when like you just need one more play and just to break their will, where they'll just give up and lay down. And we could tell that you just need one more touchdown. They were done. They will be done. We got the ball out of halftime. Shout out Prince John Hill. He's a baller. Love that kid. He took the kickoff return. I want to say like the 10-yard line. If he scored, it would have been over. 2, if we scored off of that, they would have been done. We just kept them around. We had fourth down, didn't convert. And we were shooting ourselves in the foot. There are some games when if you're losing and you kind of never had a chance from the jump, it's like, all right, we lost. Well, the better team won that day. This game we gave away, and that's what hurts the worst. We gave it away, and it's one of them things you gotta look yourself in the mirror and just either bounce back or lay down. We got St. John's coming up next. Shout out to Cole Allen.
Hopefully y'all don't get stopped. Hopefully y'all don't get stopped. That would suck. Because, yeah, St. John got a good team. Solid quarterback. And Cole on.
Definitely. We'll ignore it. We'll ignore it. Definitely.
Anyways.
So we got some great competition. And then they St. John, they played well against St. Thomas, which unfortunately
63-49.
Unfortunately, St. Thomas is a relatively good.
Did I tell you the other day I went to the barbershop and the person next to me was one of the St. John coach?
Yeah, you covered. And I like their offense. They do this thing where it's honestly not complex. They run maybe 15, 20 plays, 10, 15. But they have different wrinkles in each play. So one formation could have 10 different plays. And or 10 different like nuances about it to where you have to be mindful because you don't know what 10 they're going to use for that formation. And that's good coaching. As I said, that good coaching. And that's the trick. So we got a task this week, but I think we can hold it on for sure.
I feel like we should have Cole Allen on the show, but would you want him on the show if he scored 6 touchdowns?
No, I would not. But I wouldn't mind.
That'll be a good game to talk about.
Truthfully, I wouldn't mind because Cole is such an amazing kid. I would not mind having him on the show. He would sit next to you for sure, and we would not.
I mean, you still be in the middle.
Huh?
Or you mean he would be sitting right
over
here?
there, yes. Like out the frame. Like, and maybe my questions won't attack his pride. I don't know. Like if we can't win on the field, I'm gonna win in this podcast. You're not gonna beat me twice.
Don't do that. Don't do that, young man, like that.
No, but again, he's an amazing kid, and it's definitely gonna be a battle. So, next week I hope to give you guys positive news. And then
I forgot to mention Zion Kearney had like a kickoff return like early in the second quarter. That's probably why he cramped up. Because God bless.
Now, them kickoff returns, I ain't gonna lie, it's exciting to watch. That's a long way to run. Mm-hmm. That's a long way.
One thing I do appreciate, I like seeing people like block. I just don't think skilled players block enough. Like I feel like skilled players think it's like a lineman's job or a tight end's job to block. I just like seeing, like, if you don't got the ball in hand, you need to block and do something.
No, I agree, and that's just being a football player and being unselfish.
Facts. Because a lot, I'll see sometimes like wide receiver will take plays off if they're not getting the ball, which is unfortunate. But
even in like the screen game where you need to get a man, you don't gotta pancake him. Just get in his way and make him not drive you back into your receiver. Stuff like that. Now last week we talked about a San Antonio game that
went into overtime,
but they played the overtime on Monday. Their game was on Saturday. They played on Monday, and that was Churchill versus Madison, two San Antonio teams, which Churchill won.
Yes.
And overtime doesn't take too long.
No, not at all.
But
see, that's my thing. Because like, as a parent or like just someone that's going to, are you going to that game? Like you're going to be there for potentially no more than like 10 minutes. And at worst, you're there for like a minute.
Gotta be. And then, I mean, for okay. Let's assume. So we stay, my family, we stay in, I say Pearland. We stay in Rochelle, past Pearland. Mm-hmm. If this game was like in Humble,
yes,
and it was after work, and it's a good
it
5
is
minutes,
Monday.
I don't think I'm making that trip. If it's like in the Pearland area, like Freedom Field, that's like
that's right next to you,
obviously. But no, that's.
You think they made people pay again?
I tell you what, if you had to pay for what had to be not even 10 minutes of game, like 10 minutes in football time and 10 minutes regular time is different. If it's 10 minutes regular time, you people are monsters.
You know what it reminds me of? Reminds me of The Boys when A-Train raced that one guy. I forgot his name.
What happened?
Like the A-Train had like a race against that other speedster. And the race was like 1 second.
It was over. And it was all hyped up. And you know they paid money for that.
They paid good money though. They even see who won had to play the replay. Like, who brought money to that?
That's funny, bro. Hey, shout out the Boys. That show's funny.
That show is great.
He needs to come back.
What's that show coming? Gen V, the spinoff? That comes out soon.
Gen Z.
Is it Gen V or Gen V?
V, I'm sorry, Gen V. What is Gen Z? Oh, that's the actual thing.
Yeah.
Gen V, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not like
pressed.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about it. And that's such a. I like the Boys. That's that universe. It's always something. It's always like some big corporation that be trying to trick and manipulate people. Like them kids just trying to go learn, get their powers, go to school, and most of them potentially join the 7. So back to that Churchill and Madison game. Yes. They played on Monday. Madison played on Friday. Churchill played on Saturday. Both teams lost. And Madison, unfortunate, but Madison, they lost to San Antonio Roosevelt 28-24. Very close. Very close. Now Churchill, which is actually their first loss of the season, they lost 38-9. Oof. So honestly, that Monday game didn't affect them much. They were probably going to lose regardless.
Mhm.
But Madison, I'm convinced. I'm convinced. I do think that Monday game had an effect on their performance, and I think that's why they lost, or that could have played a
It
factor.
definitely could have been a reason
In
why.
my opinion, I can't prove it, but
Like they were definitely close because like in the overtime, Churchill scored first, and then Madison scored, and Churchill kicked a field goal, so it was like 28-21, and then Madison scored. They got just a single touchdown for 6 points. Madison decided to go for 2.
respect.
And apparently, I don't know what the penalty was for, but then they got a penalty and went back and still went for 2. But they just couldn't get the 2-point conversion and ended up losing, which is very unfortunate.
Now, hopefully, you think anybody in that overtime? Think anybody got nicked up at all, or like limped, or got off the
I
field?
don't know, because like
Injury.
I was trying to find it. I couldn't find out if like Churchill scored in the first drive or took a couple drives, so I'm not entirely sure.
For sure. But yeah, I think you should have at least, because this is the other, for Madison, the team they played was in San Antonio, so maybe it was the other side of town, but it wasn't the most craziest thing. And I would assume that their stadium is not their stadium, but I feel like you should have pushed the game back another day
No, most definitely.
and gave them a fair opportunity. And I mean, honestly, this could all be nothing, and they still could have lost, and probably could have lost worse the next day. Who knows? But I do think that Monday game had some effect on their performance on Friday. That's just me not knowing or talking to anybody from San Antonio. So, for those who don't know, I am the safety coach for Lutheran South Academy,
Mm-hmm.
and I get all the benefits of being a coach.
Right.
And when I found this out, my heart hurt. Truly, I found out that the coaches
Mm-hmm.
are the ones that are supposed to put in the rosters and the stats in max prep.
Just like,
And when I found that out, and I know this for a fact because I went into max preps, and shout out to I love this kid, Ben Pfeiffer. He's 6'2". On max preps it was like 5 something. I went in and changed his height to 6'2", and he told me he weighed 265, so I put 265 for him.
Mm-hmm.
So coaches have the power to add players, take players off, and put the stats on. So once I found that out,
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely was like, dang.
Well, you sound like a good coach, Terrell. I don't know if I would say something about the pious coaches, but I mean, hey.
I felt so bad. I was like, no.
So I don't know if that was the O-line coach.
It be true.
I don't know if that was the O-line coach fault, the head coach fault.
But at the end of the day, and we're fairly powerful, man. We kinda owe Max Preps an apology, kinda
Slightly.
but
I'm not gonna do it. But
no, 1000%. But when I found that out, I was like, dang, man, no. Yeah, so
I had a feeling that was partly the case.
But I didn't. I genuinely thought
as big Max Preps is, like, they can't like go. They could research a bit, but, like, research every single high school team in the country.
But I always thought
I would think the coaches would have to help them.
Yeah,
somewhat.
but I also kind of felt like, I don't know. I felt like they could have. And there's so many schools.
So many schools.
So it's completely different. And it makes a lot of sense that it's up to the coaches. But I did think there's also a JV feature. Nobody ever puts the JV.
I see that. I never see
That
anything
is
about
that's not
JV.
one person, one school that does the JV, and that is perfectly fine. I do think. Well, I thought that I don't know. Like, I feel like they were like, is this accurate? Or like, is this up to date? Because there'll be some numbers that'll be off. So, like, is this up to date? And that's why I was like, that's Max Preps. Because why would they know to change a player's number You know what I'm saying? That's why I was
Facts.
like, that's why I felt like Max Preps was the cause. But oof, how do you feel to find this out?
Not great. I mean,
That was our senior year, fool. You were starting.
engineer.
And junior year. Man, I'm laughing, but I genuinely, when I saw that, I was like, that absolutely.
One thing I will say, my opinion does not change about a certain someone about. That's all I'm gonna say. any case may be.
Say his name. All right.
You want to start? I have a fun little segment for us.
What's up, man?
I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions. I'm gonna see who's most likely or who's better than out of the two of us to do something.
Bet.
All right.
Let's keep score.
Let's keep score.
That should be fun.
That's yeah. How we keep score? Just like
let's say like who's more likely to become a millionaire? You know what I'm saying? And if that's obviously that's a good thing. So if it's me, point for me.
Okay.
If it's you, point for you.
But what if we can't agree?
Then we'll let the viewers decide.
Cool.
let's start.
Who's most likely to have a messier room?
You.
You think so?
I say that because I have shout out Kennedy. She's amazing.
Uh-huh.
She does not allow me to.
Okay.
keep
I'm excluding her.
That's crazy. I think my room's pretty clean. My room's pretty clean. I think I have a clean room.
So,
I think so. Your room's clean though. Like this is not a slug.
uh-huh.
You definitely have a clean room, but like stuff is organized. Things are nice. Do you make your bed?
Usually, yeah.
Then I'll give you the edge.
You don't make it.
I don't. I do not make. I just get out. Why though? I don't even make. Why do you make your bed?
What do you mean? Why do you make your bed?
What's the point? Who's in the? Nobody's there. You're sleeping. You get it now. That's because I don't just be in my room. So like, when I get out the bed, there's no need to. I don't be in there all day till I get back in my bed, and I just So I will only give you the edge because you make your bed. I do not. If we're not counting Kennedy, because
I don't do it every single day, and I rather like not to bring the mood down, but like when we got robbed like 2 years ago, and like my room was a mess, and I'm like, damn, was it a mess because I got robbed, or was it a mess because I let them mess that day?
Weak and lame. But what's the next? Hey, was it the messiest or the cleanest?
Messiest.
So maybe we should start with 10 points. Like every time it's something negative, you lose points. I don't know what the questions are. But whatever.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But anyways,
who's most likely to cheer another person up?
To cheer on me?
Yeah, probably you. I'll give that one too.
Very optimistic.
I don't like people.
No, I mean, it's real. That's real.
Who's most likely not to know what the day is? They word that question.
Not to know what the day is.
Yes.
Does that count like the 13th or the 14th, or is it just like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Let's do both.
So if it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I can do that. If it is the number day,
I will know that. I will know both.
Yes, you would. You're very good with numbers. So it's weird, but you got that one for sure.
Well, not most likely, but this just popped in my head. Who's the better driver?
Now listen to me. Yes, I've had my fair share of unfortunate situations in the past, but I genuinely think I'm a better driver.
How long have you have your car?
Throw some slugs here. Been about 3-4 years, I think.
I've had mine for 4 years.
Mm-hmm. How many reps have you been? Right. That was your next question.
I was gonna. I could, but I mean, the front of my car is clean. What's front of your car look like, bro?
I mean, y'all got some tape on it. So, like, but that wasn't.
I mean, the front of my car looked like it still came out the dealership. Yours looked like you went to Hobby Lobby. Like,
and wait, no, because again, that was like 2 years ago. Like overall, you haven't, and I thank God you haven't. You haven't gotten a wreck or nothing, but it's not from lack of trying. I don't like driving. I don't like being in your car when you drive. I don't feel safe.
Why not?
Do you really want me to, bro? This man, I don't want to say it.
Go ahead.
You be on your phone.
I'll be on my phone
You
all
be
the
on
time.
your phone, bro. He be full on like, and I'm not. It's not up here where you should like drive and look. Like it be kind of down here. I don't like it. And again, you haven't gotten a wreck, so
Never gotten a wreck.
that's great. And
I got hit twice last year.
I genuinely pray you don't. But at the
Still
same
waiting for
time,
money for that. But
but I think I do think I'm the better driver because
I don't think so.
that like yes that was the past, but like there hasn't been any situation like that. I rarely speed. I drive the speed limit, especially I don't like to be late. So when you're on time, you don't have to accelerate. And what you're supposed to be, for those who don't know, for the high schoolers who do not have a car, you are supposed to drive for others. This guy is a maniac.
What do you mean?
You're supposed to drive for others. So like if somebody wants to get over, you let them over. Even if it's maybe rude, they may cut you off. It's not personal. You let them over. This guy
No.
will get, if he don't get his lick back, he gonna let you know that he's not happy that you cut him off.
Because you should be cutting people off.
And I agree, but that's why you're supposed to drive for others. You're always supposed to just like, you know what, you got it. You are probably in a rush. You got it, bro. I'm not tripping. So
No.
that's why.
That's disrespectful.
And I'm not saying you're wrong, because I be feeling some type of way, but at the same time, I was just like, you clearly got somewhere to be. I don't. I want to make it to my family safely.
So now I'll be petty. Like I'll like if they're like behind me and it's like a yellow light, I will purposely wait there until like the last second.
You see what I'm saying?
But that's like, not about driving ability.
Like he's childish behind the wheel. And again, I genuinely do not want you to get in a wreck, but I do think I'm a better driver. The cars won't show it, but I think I'm a better driver. What's the next question? We could argue that all day.
Who's most likely to lose something?
To lose something?
Yes.
To lose something.
I already know the answer. I'll let you answer though.
What do you think? You don't think me?
No, I think it's me.
Okay. I think so too, but I'm also thinking like, what was the last thing you lost? You know? Back to the driving. Just real quick. Remember how we the directions? I'm not good with directions.
You're not good. You're terrible with directions.
But here's the thing.
I've gotten lost 3 times because of him.
So I'm gonna say if that adds, if we allow that to factor in,
if you factor in my childish things I do on the road, then yes, I feel that factors in.
But even though we're lost, or like even though we may take longer because we took a wrong turn, we get there safely. So I was just thinking about that. But nah, I think you are likely to leave something for sure, lose something for sure.
Who's most likely to be late?
You. I don't like being late.
I don't know.
I don't like to be late to anything.
Who's late today?
Sure. That was you were too.
But I was earlier than you,
which is true. But just in general, like 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be somewhere on time. 9 times out of 10.
I don't know. Recently, I mean, you've been.
What are we talking about? I'm also, if we're talking about specifically this location, I'm coming from Rosharon, Texas. That's how far I drive.
I was talking about the Texan game. Like we went to the Texas game a couple weeks ago.
That was not my fault.
You were the one driving.
Hey, we were late today. Me and Taylor like that. It's like we both laughed. We was like,
I called you at like 10:40. You were on the way. How were you late?
Bro, I can't even fully explain. They tried to jip us out so we ended up parking the $20. Tried to pay the $20 parking, which we ended up finding there's a $10 parking somewhere. I forgot that lady's name, but we're gonna find her next time. Mm-hmm. So it was 20 on the sign. Then we pulled up and they're like, do you take cash or like Zelle or whatever? And they're like, yeah, we'll take cash up. And so we're getting the money out and it was like $21. And Taz was like, the signs like 20. The dude was like, it's 21, the fees and stuff. He was like, I'm trying to send you 20. And he sent them 20 and we still parked it and whatnot. And then like the dude, like while he was getting the money, he was like, you got me paying for my own. Tim was like, the sign say 20. It just parked. So shout out to my brother.
How far was it? Was it like close?
You know that where that Burger King is? It's like right off Fannin.
Right by the place?
Yes. So we were there.
Okay.
The other side. I think Chip is on the other side of the freeway. So we were on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was a walk, but it's not terrible.
Oh, it's by that gas station, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know.
So it was a walk, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world.
No, who's most likely to be late?
Yeah, it's not me. And then on top of that, if I am late, it's outside factors. Always something else. The last time when Taven was here and we were late that day, well, it ended up working out, but it wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like I was ready to go. So
I feel like I'm pretty punctual, but I guess if I had to say, I guess you are better at it a little bit.
Now,
a little bit,
which is fine, but point for T.
Have you been keeping track?
No, because some of them was like, how do you give? Right. Do you give a point or do you take a point away?
Right. Coop, I actually met Coop at the game on Thursday. Cool guy.
This is a school with Coop. I love that intro, bro. You know what, Coop? You could plug in where people can find you.
Yes.
Because that man has an intro that I love. I generally just be like, this is a school with Coop.
He was an announcer at the game, and at first I'm like, that voice sounds familiar. And then I saw him, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. And every time he was just saying something, like, I just real
cool, bro. Real thanks. Who is a better cook?
We're just not gonna do that, are we?
It's not gonna count. But
that's crazy.
Answer the question. Who's a better cook, Maxwell?
You.
You can work that microwave though.
That's how we're feeling. Who's taller? Like, come on now. Like, damn.
Me. Oh, bro.
Who's the better cook?
Yeah. That one doesn't count. That's just funny for me. That's just one thing.
Who's most likely to fall asleep first?
Me. Oh man, me. I will say, like, as we've gotten older, it could be possibly a toss up, but for sure, me. It's not even a debate.
Back to matters at hand. I can't believe you brought this up. Who's most likely to be president?
Okay. It could honestly be either one of us. I think charisma-wise, I think it could be me. But when it comes to, like, shaking hands and kissing babies and just kind of, like, being, like, just kind of being in the right spot, it could be you. I'd say you.
Really? I was going to say you, honestly.
I
get annoyed leading the country.
That's
how I get annoyed.
You would get annoyed. I would be annoying. Like, y'all gonna hate me. Get that man out there. That's not what I was gonna say. Get that man out of office.
Because, like, if I have a lot of stuff, like oh, you got meet with this, meet with him, like, all right, just cancel everything. I'm not doing that.
Truly. But, bro. And then, imagine being the president and, like, whatever you say, people got to vote on, they still tell you no. Like, man, hold on.
Like, I am the one in charge.
If I could fire you, you can vote on that. Get him out of here.
Yeah, but if I'm president, everyone getting that stimulus, you feel me? feel me?
Like,
And no more debt because I call it, hey, Biden, hey, we talk. Cancel that debt, homie. Come on now.
let's hold it down, man.
You want that two-time election, right? Come on now.
Time for the game.
Come on now, please.
Even if you lying, bro, I promise you just like, let's get this
Facts.
erased. People gonna vote. I don't want
Facts.
to be that guy, but people are very selfish, and that's all they care about. Shoot,
I mean, presidents lied in the past.
like
All of them.
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I'm like,
Facts.
so you can be a good guy if you want, but you also won't be in office
Who's most likely to save their money?
to save me.
You think so?
Yeah, you
I like to save my money.
okay. This kind of goes back to the cooking.
Uh-huh.
Like you can't, and
Yeah, exactly. I physically.
I know. And so no, not that you can't cook. I mean, like you can't save your money because you have to spend it to survive.
Which is fair.
That and then most of the time you be like, you want to go here, you want to go here, you want to go here. None of that is free for the most part. For the most part, it's not free. You definitely spend your money more than I. I'd be like, I am okay. Now to credit this man. You go for the deals.
I
For
find the deals.
sure, like you were more. You're willing to go out if you
I'm
got
a savings king. You feel me?
Yeah, and I get it, but at the same time, you still
I'm a ball on the most budget. you
ball
feel
on a budget. Yeah, but out of us, you would still do the balling. Where I'm just me and my family sitting with Randy. So,
I would say who's most likely to have a child first, but
shout out to my baby girl. I ain't gonna lie to. I think I'm gonna be one and done. This parenting thing is great. I love it. I love my child. But being that my brother is having his daughter very soon, I feel like they're gonna grow up like sisters. They may even look alike because Terrence and I are twins. One is okay, and I might get that itch like later in life, like I want a baby. But right now, I don't know for sure.
who's most likely to get married first?
I would say myself.
I would definitely say you.
1000%. But I could also see you. This love thing is a journey. I could also see you like really like, I love this girl. I gotta do it. I gotta marry her.
Me and Kara are the better couple. That's what we've
That's cap.
proved.
Hey, who's the better couple? That is cap. That is cap.
I'm gonna say this to y'all. Me and Kara weren't even there yet. This is like we were talking for like maybe 2 months. And Terrell, Terrell and Kennedy, where y'all been? Like a year and a half by this point?
Yeah.
We had like a little couples game.
Which we can run it back.
We could definitely run it back. And we tied with them. We tied.
We were first of all, we were stomping y'all in the dirt. Y'all had to get we had to simplify stuff. Like, what's your favorite color? Like, all that bull crap. Run it back. I want to run it back.
I am down.
I genuinely want to.
We can do it there.
I genuinely want to run it back and show y'all what it is and what it was. I don't lose to scrubs.
But you tied.
Shout out Supergirl. I didn't lose though.
Y'all had more experience and didn't even win.
I don't remember the questions we were getting stuck on. But I feel like it was more of the wording of the question than I don't know. But run it back. I don't lose.
I'm down.
I'm with all that. For sure.
We're gonna make another bet.
I'm on a roll. Do you really want to make another bet? I'm on a roll. Who's most likely to win a bet right now? It's me. I'm on a roll. Oh, speaking of, I don't necessarily think we need to do like updating fantasy weekly, but I'm currently in the lead right now. And I was losing from Thursday and earlier today. I was losing. I'm back at it in the lead. It's looking like I'm finna go 2-0. Now, my cousin has one more player left, which I personally don't believe he's going to do much. The Dolphins and the Patriots.
Okay.
And so he has Raheem Mostert. Now, Raheem Mostert, for those who don't know, he's like 31 years old. He plays running back. And that offense is loaded enough where he's not the back.
Mm-hmm.
He's the last player. If he for whatever reason, does God's work today, then I may lose. But if he doesn't, I'm comfortably sitting at 123.9 while he has 109.44. And I'm done. I have no more players playing today or tomorrow. So, and he has nobody tomorrow. So if Mostert, whatever, is his last hope, I don't think I'm losing.
Okay.
I'm doing it. I've been on a streak.
Before the year or the season ends, we're gonna do this little couples thing. I don't know what the bet is yet. We'll have to think about it.
I'm with it.
Unless you got something in mind. I got nothing in mind at this very moment. But
something's gonna pop up to me. I'm with all that. Just know. Shoot. Losing couple has to pay for the winning couple's like date. Now don't be crazy, but like dinner and whatever activity the losing couple has to pay as a group. And we can tweak it, but as of right now, what do you think?
Okay.
I don't even know what we're gonna want to do. Dang, I just know.
Are we gonna do it last time? Because like last time was 9-9. We didn't get to the 10 point. We didn't get to the 10 point, so we're gonna do what to the first of 10 again. This
I'm with all that.
Right.
I'm with all that.
We're checking right now.
Check right now, and we just put our girlfriends in it. Unwilling, but I tell you what,
hey, Carol,
we're not losing.
Don't mess up.
King, we're not gonna lose to these chumps.
We're trying to save some money, so we need that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. It can't be like
nothing crazy,
no 5-star restaurant.
Heck no.
And then freaking a hot air balloon date. Like you're on your own, and you should have bought it on a budget.
But this is a very long episode.
It's fun though.
It's very fun.
Just talking to my guy. You know what I'm saying? My dog, the dynamic duo.
We finna go run up at Apex real quick. You know,
we're
pros. You feel me?
1,000%. I want to join the tournament one day, just to see what we genuinely stack up. And maybe we just need to play rank more, just because that's where we actually stack up.
Facts.
But I do want to run it up. But this has been fun. Like I said, we don't need a guest to have a great time.
Facts. Got
my dog. We talked football. We talked about life. Like we all we got. We all we need. So, and we're not 100% sure what game we're gonna go to next week.
Facts.
I mean, I still think the game of the week is LSA versus St. John, but I understand for those who don't think so or even know what some of those schools are.
Now, I will say, I do plan on going to what game am I going to? When y'all play Second Baptist, don't embarrass me, bro. I'm gonna go there, and I don't want to see y'all.
Like
get stomped.
I feel like the better game would be LSA and St. John, but
I
do your
no slugs. I think y'all have a better chance of beating Second Baptist than St. John. St. John just whooped Second Baptist.
But that means nothing to us. We've seen that film. Not impressed. Like, this has been fun. This has been a good one.
Next week's week 5. We're almost at the midway point.
We're also going to do our
mid-season list.
Mid-season list.
Yes, sir.
So, and again, I'm gonna say it now, and I'm gonna say it then, and I'm gonna say it after. It's players we've seen.
Facts.
If we didn't see them, I can't put them on the list.
Exactly.
God bless America. The people we have seen. Like, that's been the most action and like the most DMs I've gotten. You need to talk about this player. What about this player? I don't even.
Houston's a very big city. There's only 2 of us. And right now, really, one, he's coaching every weekend.
And so you might see a lot of private school kids on this list because that's what I've been eyeing a lot of. But like, if I didn't see you, I can't put you on the list, respectfully. So,
you know, you can still DM us. We love to watch film.
And you can be on the show. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just mid-season. Maybe the next half of the season, you may ball out.
The money list, we still do that. The money
list. That's coming up. There's going to be some changes. Some people go up and down. Boy, it's going to be a little more expensive. Like, There's time to be seen if you haven't gotten seen by week 5.
Facts.
Okay,
Still
by
whole.
2 people.
Still a whole season to play. Playoffs.
Exactly.
Maybe this little prep Super League.
Right. Like you get opportunity. So continue to ball, players. Continue to grind. And don't forget to level up.